this is Beta77 here, and I'm bringing you a deck file. This is a deck file of a Volcanic Gadget deck. I brought this to locals a couple days ago, and I actually did pretty well for what I expected the deck to do. I expected the deck to pretty much lose every single match, but I actually won 2 out of 4. So that's pretty good for this deck, honestly. Let's straight into the deck file, and here we go. Use 3 rocket. Basically just use to search out your accelerate load. It's also a 900 point beater with level 4, so that's it's all around really powerful card. I definitely use this at 3. Next 3 scatter shot. This card is used to destroy all monster turn controls from discarding or sending with reload. So you always want to use this at 3. You either want to use this at 3 or none, but I don't really see why I use none. So yeah, just a really key card. 3 shell. This card is just out of consistency. You can discard this to draw 1 card with reload. And also deck things, you can search out an R1 when he's in the graveyard. 3 Firestorm Guard. I use this to shuffle back the shells and scatter shots in the graveyard. The best thing you can do with this card is if you have 3 scatter shot and say 2 or 3 shell, shuffle back 1 shell and 3 scatter shots, and then you get to draw 2 cards, and you can search out another shell. Search out the shell you just shuffle back in from ones that's already in the graveyard. So that's really good. Next to the gadget part, I use 3 yellow gadget. I use 3 volley gadgets, so you also use 3 green and 3 red. I just use this pretty much to deck thing and gets you a rank 4 engine. It's kind of slow, but I mean it searches itself, so deck thins a lot, and you might have to double summon to get a free rank 4 pretty much, because you're just going to end up with having the same card in the hand. It just costs 1 spell, and pretty much just costs 1 spell to get rank 4, which isn't that the efficiency in this today is money about. I mean, it's actually pretty good in this deck, because how much defense this deck has. One of these monsters, say like Castell, but so much advantage for this deck onto the field. Gives this deck so much advantage. Next, I use 2 Photon Thrasher. So again, just to get some more rank 4s out. There's also 0 defense, which is so why I use Mass Chameleon. And because Photon Thrasher only has to be first special summon with his own effects, so you can special summon the graveyard Mass Chameleon, then go for some rank 8 plays, or also just go for an easy summon. So it's pretty good. You can also be searched out with King of Fair Limbs. 3 Magic Planter. I actually don't have any of this card, so I had to borrow some from one of my friends. So this card is just used to send it gives you more consistency, sends your traps that are continuous, like accelerate load to the graveyard, which is actually really good. And you get to draw 2 cards. It's pretty self-explanatory. Next, I use 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. This just used to destroy 1 deck cards. I don't have any extra Twin Twisters, so I can put them in this deck, but you honestly find just MST. You typically don't want to discard stuff, and you honestly can discard like a gadget, because they serve themselves. So if you have 2 gadgets in hand, you can find discard a gadget, but it's fine playing 2 MST, honestly. 2 Jumbo Summon. I might bump this up to 3. It's just a really good card, because you can also summon the gadgets or the rockets or the Firestorm Guards. That's really good. Next, for the traps, I use 3 reload. This is used to just use discard your stuff, send stuff to graveyards in the graveyard. Or a really powerful card, pretty much the key card in the deck. 2 in the Manipulate On. This is pretty much just to advantage emptiness against Burning Abyss. I always decided to discard it actually. Like I said, this deck was just for fun. I wouldn't actually use it competitively. So it's actually a serious card you want to side and put in your side deck, just because it can kill Pika Fire and Burning Abyss so much. Because for those of you who don't know what it does, it says neither player can special summon monsters or the same level they control or same rank as they control. So take some multiple turns, just got Dante or the Break Sword. It doesn't really cripple you that much because you're not special summoning that much. Only like Mass Chameleon or Photon Thrasher or just going for these monsters or Synchro. I'd probably take it out though, put it in the side deck. 1 Solemn Warning, pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much every deck uses this now. 1 Ring Destruction, this is just used to deal some more damage and just get rid of monster on one side of the field. 1 Vanya's Emptiness card is so good. Like I said in one of my other videos, I wish this card would go back up to 3, but I can never see this happening because honestly, this card being banned. That's fine, honestly. I want Bottomless Trapple. This is pretty self-explanatory too, just to get rid of like monsters like summon. Trap's pretty self-explanatory in the deck. That's it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck. So starting off, I use one Cowboy, just to deal 8 points of damage if you have low enough life points, and you actually can get this guy up pretty easily. One Abyss Dweller, pretty self-explanatory, to deal with a lot of different monsters. Well, decks like Burning Abyss or Cosmo. Really combo, you can get Abyss Dweller out, use effect, then activate Scatter Shot. Destroy other monsters that can't really do much after that. They like to wait till next turn that you do stuff because they can't summon anything off of that. One Emerald. Basically, you just shuffle back your Scatter Shots, and then you get to draw a card. That's pretty much it. One Diamond Dyer. Pretty self-explanatory. Same with Castell. Just pretty staple extra deck cards. 1/1, not people are running this anymore, I don't think. But, the extra deck is pretty much up to what you want to play in it. It's pretty free. So, the extra deck, you can just play whatever you want. Next is the Super Quantum Beast Ouroboros. This is basically the Rook of Moon. You probably just use Maestro if you want to. I think they have the same effect. Okay, the Frail is to search out your Mascamillion. One Carnage Organ. And one Dark Binding these. That's really these monsters under the Sinker monsters. I use one Stardust Dragon, one Stardust Spark, Power Dragon Archfiend, one Light End Dragon, and one Leo. With Mascamillion, you can actually get out Trishio or Leo because the Shell and Scatter Shot have 0 defense points. Like I said, I don't really have a specific reason for putting these in. You can pretty much put anything you want that can be summoned in the extra deck. You don't use it too often, so I don't have a specific reason for putting these cards in. This is the extra deck. Now to the side deck. The side deck pretty much is entirely against like Cosmo or anything that summons like cards like Towers. It's basically Kaiju, so you use 2 of Jizukuru. Probably butchered the name on that. One Gadaraya. I'm probably butchering the names. It's Gadarla. Yeah, I'm butchering the name so bad on these cards. Yeah. 3 Ganoseal. Probably the best Kaiju monster. Well, for defensive purposes anyways. 3 Kodo Waterfront. 3 Kaiju Slumber. And basically just used to fight Cosmo pretty much. That's pretty much the whole point of this extra deck. And then actually finally 3 Phoenix Shane. I might end up main decking this. Some things I have for ideas. Put Norden in. I didn't have any free instant fusions, so I didn't have any extra instant fusions. I couldn't put this in the deck, but I definitely take out some stuff for instant fusions. Definitely help the deck a lot. Put in stuff like Card Car. I was watching some deck files, some mechanics, and saw that, and it's actually a really good idea. That's probably been something that all Volcanic players have used for a long time, but I just made this deck file, deck just pretty quickly. I've had it for a long time, edited pretty quickly. So yeah, let me talk about my matchups. The first round I faced Gravekeepers. Necro Valley kind of hurts the deck, but not too greatly, just because most stuff searches itself, uses effects in the grave or moves itself. But it does hurt for when you shuffle stuff back in. Second round I faced my friend actually loaned me the Magic Planters. I faced his Nurse Burn deck, ended up losing horribly. Third round I'm facing Monarchs, surprisingly ended up winning that. The guy said he was tired, he misplayed a few times. So that's probably why. But the fourth round I ended up facing Cosmo, ended up losing horribly. But I really expected that to happen anyways. So I wasn't too disappointed. One thing I'd like to talk about is my channel. Sorry I haven't really been getting any content up recently. It's mostly just because I don't really have anything to record, honestly. I'd like more stuff to record, but I don't have anything to record. But if there's any deck profiles you'd like to see, please let me know. I'll see if I can get the cards for deck profile, and well, this will be to 77, and see you later. Bye.